Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to myself, because it's been a while since I've posted a new video. So I'm happy to be back to give some update to those of you who have been following us since the beginning. But there are also some not so exciting updates. But I'm happy to give you some update on what we have been up to at the farm. And as you can see, I'm back at the farm. So I'm visiting for a few days. So I stopped by to see what's going on and supervise and do some training, which is very important. And yeah, so in a few, I'll tell you why I've not been posting more regularly and also give you the latest update from the farm. So stay tuned.
Welcome to my channel. I am grateful you are here. If you are new to this channel, this is a place where I share my experience of investing in my home country of Burkina Faso while I live and work abroad. I do it to get a higher return on my savings, and I do it to create jobs for the youth in my country. Despite the difficulties and the rest, I strongly believe that us in the diaspora have an important role to play in the economic development of our country. So I hope you find my experience useful and that it inspires you to do the same.
So it took a bit longer for me to post an update because there's been some major changes in my personal life. Those of you that have been following me since the beginning will remember that I used to live and work in Kuala Lumpur. But since December, I have relocated to Niamey, Niger, which is in West Africa. The new job has been much more demanding and busier than I expected. So it really prevented me, it has not given me much room to make new videos and post and so on and so forth. So that's why I've not posted more regularly. But to be honest, I think if I was more organized, I could have posted at least, you know, 1 or 2 videos to update you on what's going on at the farm. But I've learned from that. Anyhow, it's okay. I've not posted, but things have been going on at the farm, and I'm happy to be back today to give you some update. And hopefully, with time, with the next few months, I'll be able to organize myself better and to give you more regular update on what's going on at the farm. So that's the major change in my personal life that's really prevented me from posting more regularly, I would say, but you can find other reasons as to why. So anyways, back to the updates at the farm. So in my last update, if you remember, we had a rabbitry here. So in the middle of last year, we had decided to do rabbit farming. So the main reason for the rabbit farming was because we wanted to produce organic vegetables. So we wanted to use the rabbit urine as organic fertilizer. And of course, we wanted to sell the meat as well. So it wasn't just the urine, but we wanted to also sell the meat. But the first reason why we wanted to do it was because of the urine. So we had set up a rabbitry here. So in my previous video, if you remember, I presented this to you. But with time, we realized that I think there was so many activities at the farm, and it was becoming harder for the employees to organize themselves very well and do the job very well. So we decided to shut down the rabbitry. The chicken that you see here are the sick chicken from our chicken pen, right? So we farm chicken here, as you know. So sometimes the chickens get sick, or sometimes because the breed of chicken that we are raising are not like the broiler where they each reach, like there's uniform growth. So sometimes our chickens, when they reach market weight and we sell them, there are a few that do not have the market weight. They're still very, very small. So we take them aside, we sell the other ones. So that's the group that is here. So these are either sick chicken from the chicken pen or chicken that did not reach the market weight when their cohort was ready to be sold. So we have about 20 hens and maybe 6 cocks, I think, and they're quite big. So it's a bit of a free-range chicken, not really, but the enclosure is it's a little large, as you could see. So we're gonna put them here and then just let them roam, and it's very far from the chicken houses. The chicken houses are way over there, so it's very far from this. It's not far enough, but it's not far enough, but it's far. At least 150 meters. So we are happy to keep them here. So this is the first update. The rabbitry is gone, and we've set up a bit of a free-range chicken thing going on here. So we're going to fix this whole place and collect the eggs and maybe try to hatch them to do a little bit of free range chicken farming here. This is going to be mostly for consumption of people that are here, and then maybe we'll sell it to people that want a bit of a free range chicken. That's the first update. Next, I want to take you to our Azolla farm. Our Azolla farm is still here and going strong. It's just that the infrastructure we have set up is not as strong anymore. We need to fix this. A strong wind came through here a couple of days ago and broke our structure. Otherwise, you could see we still have our Azolla ponds here, and we harvest almost every day. So this was harvested. This is also harvested, right? So we have a few ponds, a couple of ponds that are full. And as I was explaining last time, this Azolla infrastructure that we have allows us to harvest about 15 kilograms of Azolla a day, between 10 and 15 kilograms of Azolla a day. And so we are going to fix the structure. The raining season is about to start. We got our first big rain a couple of days ago. That's what brought the wind and broke this whole thing down. So we're going to fix this and continue to collect our Azolla. And so that's been going on. That's been going on strong. So the next update from the Azolla, as you could see here, I'm gonna tell you a little bit. And so a strong wind came through. So if you remember last time, we had a small greenhouse over here. And then we were setting up this big greenhouse a few months ago. A strong wind came through, took this small greenhouse, broke it down, broke everything. That's what's sitting here. Right? So you see those metals here. All these metals are coming from the small greenhouse. These ones, completely shattered. The wind literally lifted the greenhouse and put it upside down, and then ripped through the plastic that we put on this greenhouse. That's why it's sitting like this and it's not covered anymore. So we've decided what we're going to do is to take these metals and to build a chicken house. Because if you remember, we wanted to do vegetable farming, but then we had issues with water. So we couldn't even get enough water to do vegetable farming in the dry season. And now the wind came and completely break down our greenhouse. So we decided to reconsider what to do. So we're going to take these metals and then we're going to build a poultry house with that. So that is the other update, one of the not so good updates at the farm. And so I'm gonna keep going to give you more updates and other not so good updates. So the not so good update is about the BASF farm. So if you remember, we're also producing black soldier fly larvae to cut costs on our chicken feed. Production was going strong. We had even expanded. So we built the second fly place for fly cages. So we had built this for the larve cages here. Production was going strong. We even built a second place for the bioponds. So if you look at this structure here, this structure was not here during my last update, if you remember. So this was still empty. It was still a bit of a raised platform here. So we built this, and then we used tarpaulin because we wanted to raise the larvae in this instead of building with cement, because production was increasing really fast. So we took those tarpaulin that we ordered to do Azolla farming and decided to use it to do our BASF farm. And we're expanding very nicely. But then, if you have not been following, there's been a massive heat wave going through West Africa. This is already a very dry place, right? So I'm going to show you a drone footage of the raining season and a drone footage of the dry season. The place completely transforms. It's crazy how much, how it changes. Like every time I come here, I don't it's hard for me to imagine that this is the same place like a few months ago. And mind you, what you are seeing, it rained already, right? So it kind of created a bit of greenery. So if I had taken this video about a month ago, this place would be completely browned. I mean browned, like it would be dry. So the heat wave led to a very, very low humidity. This place is completely dry. Natural times it's dry, right? Because we're landlocked, we're close to the desert. So it's not humid at all, it's completely dry. And the BSF flies need some humidity. So all our flies died. All our flies died. And the heat wave, if you have not heard about it, this has been one in a 200-year event. You can get 45 degrees once or twice a year. That's possible. But to get 45 degrees or over 45 degrees for a whole month is never unheard of. Is unheard of in this part of the world, although it's close to the desert. You can get 45 degrees once or twice a year, or 3 times or 4 times. But this time, half of the month of March, or even almost all of the month of March and April, it was hot. Even, you know, some researchers have been writing about this, saying that this has been unprecedented in the region. So because of that, our flies died completely. So you see, our bioponds are empty. This place is a bit run down. Our bioponds are empty. This place was beaming BSF larvae. This place had BSF larvae everywhere. This has been it's a bit of a bummer. So we need to restart our production at some point when we get 2 or 3 more rains, we'll restart again. It's gonna cost us at least $1,000 to $2,000 to restock, to get some eggs and to get some pupae to restock. But anyways, we are ready to restock. We will restock, we will do this again, we will start over, and hopefully this is going to, it's been 2 years since we've been trying to do this, and we have all sorts of issues. If anybody's been following us, this has been very hard, but I'm determined. We are determined to make it happen, and we are going to make it happen. So that is the other not so good news that I wanted to share with you. But we are still strong. I'm not discouraged. I think in anything we're going to learn this. And you could already see here, let me show you something. That's why you learn something every single time. So this is a humidifier we tried to install to kind of increase humidity here, right? But it was already too late. It was already too late when we installed this. The fly were already dead. So we are going to preempt this next year. So these little things put out humidity, increases the humidity here. So what we are trying to do, we're going to completely transform the structure. Right? We are going to completely transform the structure to set up solar panels to control the humidity under the structure. You can see it's a bit of a ragged structure as of now, but we are going to make an investment into this structure so that we can get our BSF flies going really strong. To take a step back a little bit and tell you what we wanted to do with this farm at the beginning. If you remember, the objectives was the farm. The main objective was poultry farming, right? So we wanted to raise the local breed, but the local breed takes longer. So we decided to do the improved local breed, right? So I think it's in East Africa you say improved KNAG. Here it's just, we also call it the improved local breed. So that's what we are raising. It takes about 75 days to 90 days to reach market weight. And it's been great. The market is there. When they reach market weight, you can sell it very easily. And then we decided to do Azolla farming and BSF farming to cut costs. So we really had 2 objectives when we set up the farm. The first one was to produce chicken at regular intervals, to take advantage of opportunities in the market. And to do that, so we wanted to build different chicken houses that allows us to have chicken at different maturity, like consistently, like every month we can produce, we can sell some chicken on the market. And the second thing was to do the Azolla farming and the BSF farming to reduce the production cost. So these were the main objectives of the farm. And of course, the overarching objective of the farm was to contribute to food security in Burkina Faso and to create quality jobs for the youth. That's the overall objective. But now, the 2 smaller objectives that we set was to produce chicken at regular intervals and to cut the production cost by producing Azolla and BSF. So that's why we set up the farm. So this place that we are trying to finish right here is a bit of a brooder. So we bought these little things here. This it's in wood. It's covered now because it was raining. We're gonna finish building and then set it up. So there are 4 of them, and each one of them takes about 300 chicks. So we're gonna close this off, that allows us to continuously brood. So we receive about 1,200 chicks a month, right? 1,200 chicks a month. We have 3 chicken houses. So I'm going to go show you the chicken houses. We have 3 chicken houses. So I was getting myself sprayed so that I don't bring any diseases here. So this is our first chicken house. You can say it's loaded right now. We've sold more than half. There's probably about 400 chicken left here. These have reached market weight, so we are selling them now. I think most of them will be gone today actually. Today is Saturday. Most of them will be gone. This is our second chicken house. We've sold chicken from here last month, right? So last month we've sold chickens from here. It is empty, but you can see we're already setting up. It's been cleaned and disinfected. So these are the litter that we are going to spread very soon, and then get started again. So we sold this last month. We are selling it this month, and we have some chicks here. So this is our 3rd chicken pen, and I think during my last update we were building this one, if I remember. So we have some chicks here, and this is not good. This is not good, right? If you do chicken farming, you know this is not good, because they should be evenly spread out. They are not evenly spread out. So I'm gonna have a conversation. So I'm gonna end this video very quickly so we can take care of this. But okay, they are moving now. They are moving. But it's actually warm here. They are moving, but they should be evenly spread out. Those of you that do this should know this is brooding here. These arrived about a week ago. So we have 3 chicken houses, and it allows us to put out about 1,000 chickens a month, right? We can produce 1,000 chicken a month. And then we are also getting ready to build a new set of chicken houses here. So we're going to keep building over there, going in this direction. So we're gonna add 3 more chicken pen. So right now we do 1,000 chicken a month. We want to move to 2,000 chicken a month, right? So that's the goal. We're gonna move to 2,000 chicken a month. Sorry, I was looking on the on the floor because I thought I saw something. There are snakes here, so I get very paranoid when I come around here. Yeah, we've killed a few snakes around here. So I kind of, when I come out here, maybe even though I wear some high shoes so that I don't step in any, or if I step on something, it's not harmful, or it cannot harm me when I step on something. So we still have a lot of space, right? So as you could see, we still have a lot of space. We're going to break down these trees and then build more chicken houses here. One thing that has been consistent at the farm is the poultry farming. The poultry farming has been profitable. It has been profitable. That's the one activity that has continued with some challenges, but it's been more regular. The Azolla farming as well. The BSF farm is giving us the most issue. It's been harder to do. The learning curve has been steeper, but we don't want to give up yet. We don't want to give up yet. We're going to give it one last push. It's been 2 years. We've learned a lot. We're going to put everything together, give it one last push, and then see what's going to happen. So Azolla farming is going strong. BSF farming has some issues. The poultry farm is also going well, and we are even going to expand now. We're going to go from 1,000 chicken a month to about 2,000 chicken. Again, so it's very simple. It's very simple. We have 3 chicken houses, 3 chicken houses that can take about between 1,000 to 1,200 chicks. So what we do, and we have a brooder, that's what I've shown you. The brooders are in wood, right? It's electric and everything. So we can receive the chicks there, we can raise them up to 4 weeks, then we move them into the chicken house. So when the chicken are ready, and we have not sold them off, right? Because sometimes the chicken reach the market weight and it takes us a week or maybe 2 weeks to sell. At that time, we can already receive the chicks, start brooding. By the time the chicken house is empty, then we do the sanitation, and then we put them back. But sometimes even we sell all the chicken, but then it takes us 2 weeks to do all the sanitation, right? The biosecurity before we can put new chickens there. So at that time, we can already be brooding over there. So once the 2 weeks are done and we've done all the sanitation, we move the chicks in. So the setup that we have, the 3 chicken houses and the brooder, allows us to produce 1,000 to 200 chicks a month. right? And that's been going quite well, except for April. April, the chicks that were supposed to come in April are the chicks that I just showed you, and that's because there was a disease going on at the farm. The group that came out that we saw last month were dying a lot, so we decided to not receive the chicks and to wait until we've controlled those that disease before we receive them. And now we've been able to receive them last week. So those are the chicks that you see there. So that's the setup that we have, and we're going to expand here, add 3 more, and we're going to receive chicks every 2 weeks so that we can produce 2,000 chicks a month, and so on and so forth. So that's the plan for expansion. So stay tuned, and we'll tell you more details. All right, this is it for today. So those are the updates I wanted to show you. Again, I'm glad to be back, and I'll try my best to post more regularly to give you more updates on what's going on at the farm. But that's what we have been up to. We are still producing. Things are going forward. We are expanding in some ways. We are reducing in some other ways. There are some challenges. There are always some challenges, and I'm going to make another video about those challenges so that you know exactly what we are going through. But we are still here, and keep watching. I'll keep giving you some more updates, and let's learn together, and let's create jobs for the youth in Africa. Thank you, and so long. See you in the next video.